Oh, that was an accident. Fuck! You alright, man? Good enough to fuck your mother?
We watched a movie. Yeah. We watched a movie. We watched it. We watched a movie. Yeah.
Hey guys, welcome back to We Watched Movie. I'm Jay, this is Mike, and we're bringing you broken careers and broken scripts and all sorts of broken cities.
Could this really be happening?
Broken City.
I saw trouble in broken Spit in my fucking face, Tony! I'm sorry guys, this movie takes place in New York and now we walked out of it. It's got Mark Wahlberg in it, so you're gonna feel like that.
Say hi to your mother for
You
me.
gotta fucking talk like that, alright? Tony, bring me that pizza sauce. I don't know.
What's a lace curtain motherfucker like you doing in the Stadies?
It's basically a corrupt politician. He hires Mark Wahlberg to investigate his wife. He's a former detective, Mark Wahlberg is. He's a private eye now, private dick. And he's hired on to find out if the mayor's wife, Russell Crowe, is cheating on him. And that's pretty much, there's a lot of intrigue and shit goes on behind the scenes. And you find out later on. I'm not going to give anything away. What kind of show do you think this is?
It's about crooked politicians.
Crooked politicians
murder,
in crooked cities.
Sex.
Fucking rock and roll.
Alcoholism.
Elton John. It's not a great plot. I mean, it's been done a million times before.
Yeah.
It's actually, this movie is really fucking muddled.
Unfortunately, this shithole has more fucking leaks than the Iraqi Navy.
Fuck yourself.
I'm tired from fucking your wife.
How's your mother?
Good, she's tired from fucking my father.
To me, it's one of those movies, like, it gets going, it kind of ramps up, in like 40 minutes, you're like, yeah, I kind of get into this movie, and then it's just like,
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck anymore.
You calling us cunts?
First, the acting in this movie is great. That's not going to win like an Academy Award, but Russell Crowe is awesome. He's got that perfect Brooklyn accent for this. Like, he plays a perfect crooked politician, and Mark Wahlberg it's a perfect character for him.
It's a typical Mark Wahlberg detective.
Yeah, but I love Mark Wahlberg. I mean, I think everybody does now. Like,
yeah, Mark Wahlberg's a good guy.
He's just angry, and it works to his benefit because he's an alcoholic. And when one scene he gets drunk, when he gets off the wagon, it is one of the funniest scenes ever because he just goes around town and starts beating the shit out of people.
And it wasn't. I don't even think. I mean, it was funny in and of itself because there's people in the theater laughing, and it was supposed to be serious because it had like this dark overtones to it. Like, you know, he's falling off the wagon, he's drinking again. Now he's like really pissed off at his girlfriend, and it's like he's just randomly hitting a guy on the street, and he takes his fucking bottle and throws it at a van. He's like, I fucking paid money for that. Like, it just doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, this car almost hits me. He's like, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck? You trying to go somewhere?
The one thing I did like, they let Mark Wahlberg kind of bust loose a little bit more.
I am a peacock! You gotta let me fly!
Yeah,
because in a lot of his other movies, he's playing that angry detective kind of guy, but like they let him, like he's kind of reserved. In this one, they were like, you know, just cuss and shit and fucking be mean, and that's like the best kind of Mark Wahlberg in an action movie.
Yeah, it was. And what is it with the way it looked? I don't know. I can't say for sure because I don't know if it was the theater we were at or if it was the movie, but it was really blurry.
It might have been our theater because our theater sucks.
The cinematography was not good.
No.
It was really, and it was supposed to be because it was supposed to be depressing, but it's really like dark blues and like blacks and like really kind of muddled looking.
It's a cold day. It's just the movie, they just try to add so much shit in it and it goes nowhere. Like literally they're talking about like Mark Wahlberg's girlfriend and what's going on in that situation, and he's on, you know, he's an alcoholic, then he quits alcoholism and then he goes back on to, you know, shit like that. Then they jump to another point and they leave that alone. You know, it's all over the fucking place.
They take a story that's not all that interesting that we've seen before to begin with, and then the script had a lot of problems and the editing had a lot of problems. Like it was such a simple thing, but they made it hard to understand. Yeah. Like you're like, wait, he's with what?
Why can't anybody give me a goddamn second?
I was telling Mike though, Russell Crowe's like this corrupt fucking politician. I would vote for that motherfucker. You know, he's doing this campaign speech and he's like being an asshole to the good guy. Jack Valiant is his name. His name's Jack Valiant. He's like the good politician, and he's ripping him up in the fucking like debate. I'm like, I'd vote for you.
Yeah,
Russell.
Yeah,
do it, Russell. And I want a bumper sticker.
Yeah, I mean he was an evil bastard, but still, I know
he was just
like,
good. Yeah,
he's way more charming than the other guy, even in his evilness.
And I wish that the scenes that Mark Wahlberg and Russell Crowe were on screen together and they had their dialogue exchange. I mean, sometimes the dialogue was stupid, but it was like I liked watching them on screen together. They were good.
It has its good scenes in it, like you were talking about. Like it has some really good scenes in it, but overall, it's way too muddled to make a decent movie.
It's a bad James Patterson plot. It really is. If James Patterson wrote a movie and it was like shitty, he'd be like, this, you can have this. Make a movie with it. I'm not gonna put that in my book.
You gotta be shitting me!
With the exception of Mark Wahlberg's character, you're like, why do I care?
Yeah, I didn't. Like I said, it suffers from I don't give a fuck syndrome. Like,
Yeah.
You really don't care what happens. Like, I just want to see Mark Wahlberg beat some more ass while he's drunk.
And I wasn't really into the direction of the cinematography either. So there you have it, guys. I'm going to give it a 6.0. And I'm going to give it a 6.0 strictly on the acting. And like you said, some scenes in the movie were really good. And Kyle Chandler was awesome.
Kyle Chandler is an
That
awesome
dude,
actor.
I wish he was in more movies because he's awesome in everything he does. And Catherine Zeta-Jones in it, but like we talked about, she
Misused. She didn't do anything.
She wasn't really necessary.
Yeah, she's still hot though.
Yeah, she is.
She's hot.
What do you give her?
Hot.
What do you give her?
Give her?
Yeah.
I'll give her like an 8.
Yeah.
No, I'll give the movie a 5.5. I think.
You're a worthless piece of shit!
That's about. It's an average movie. It's slightly better because of the acting in it, but overall the story is not interesting. It's kind of boring.
Let's pop this motherfucker right now.
And one thing that really annoyed me is like some of the dialogue we were talking about is so bad in this movie. It's like CSI. Like there's literally a scene where the commissioner goes to make this big arrest and he's like, "I'm just a handcuff guy." Like they try to make these little quips and lines, and I was waiting on Horatio to come out and put his sunglasses on and be like, "Justice is done." He's like, "Ah!" You know that music from the CSI.
Yeah.
But
Dude, I got a great question for today.
Okay.
Mark Wahlberg, one of the only things he's done, he did Max Payne, but he's never really played a superhero. So
Yeah,
if Mark Wahlberg was going to play a superhero, who would it be?
What about the fucking Punisher?
Yes.
The Punisher.
Sign me up. Dye his hair black.
I want it.
Him and Thomas Jane.
I want it, so you give it. You give him my goddamn Mark Wahlberg check.
That's all for today, guys. I'm Mike and he's Jay, and we'll see you next time on We Watched a Movie.
Bye.
We watched a movie. Yeah. We watched a movie.